Alright guys, what is going on? It's your boy Yoshimitsu coming back at you with another ranking video. That's right, we are ranking shit once more, and I am so excited to be here. How y'all feeling tonight? I don't know. So, what I have here is a list of, I think every major PlayStation IP, as far as I can tell. And there's going to be a lot of things that I didn't play on here, but I thought it'd be fun for nostalgia's sake, and honestly, I'm a big PlayStation guy in general, so it'll be interesting to see where we end up on this list and how things stack up. So, yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. We got over 100 games on here, so we're just going to get to ranking. Ape Escape, the first one, I'm going to put this as an A-tier game. Personally, I think Ape Escape is one of my favorite games of all time on the PlayStation 1. I love the characters, the colors, the levels, the capturing the monkey system. It's challenging yet fun. Definitely think it hasn't aged super well with the controls, but for the time it was groundbreaking with the DualShock controllers. So I have to give credit where credit is due. I do love Ape Escape. Alright, next one we got is Ape Escape 2. That's going to be a B tier. I remember not liking this one as much. It was still fun with the apes and everything like that, but I just remember, I don't know, this one just felt off. I think I was looking for more like what was going on with the one with Spike and all the characters and stuff, and this one just kind of, it just didn't do it for me. I don't know, I think it was like the way the characters were made. I don't know, there's just something about the blockiness of the first Ape Escape that just I love so much, and it's so endearing to me. So, not that it's Ape Escape 2 is a bad game. Some would argue and say it's probably better, but personally, not my cup of tea. So then down here we got all the other Ape Escape games. We're just gonna put these never played. Again, I'm not like the biggest Ape Escape fan, so not really interested in checking them out per se. But you know, if they're around, I might check one out. Or if they release a new one, I might check it out. Who knows? But yeah, the first one just holds near and dear to my heart. So. Next we got Astrobot. It is an S+ tier game. I mean, come on. It won Game of the Year. It's incredible. Me and my fiance played together, and we have an absolute ball when we do. And honestly, the reputation it gets is deserved. It's one of those platformers that's unforgettable with both the colors, the music, the gameplay, everything about it's just fucking fantastic. So definitely going to the S+ tier. And then we got Astro Playroom. I'm gonna put this in B tier. It is fun, like Astrobot. It's more, in my opinion, it was more of like a tech demo. So it's not necessarily, I wouldn't call it a game per se, but you know, it's still a lot of fun. And when you get your first PlayStation, you know, or PlayStation 4 or 5, whichever one it was, you get to play around with him and kind of go through the controls. And it's fun how they kind of worked all of the cool little PlayStation things you can do into the Playroom. So. Not my favorite game, but still a real fun time. So, Beyond Two Souls. This one's gonna go in the D tier. Personally, I think this is probably the weakest, one of the weakest entries in the Quantic Dreams package, set of games, whatever you want to call it. I did not like this one as much as Heavy Rain. I think this game was sort of, I don't know, I just don't think they were trying to capture what made Heavy Rain really good, and unfortunately it didn't really gel well with me. So maybe I might go back and play it, I don't know, but it's not a lot of fun. It just wasn't fun. I didn't have fun unfolding the story. I didn't really get into the characters, so it's definitely one of those games that I'm not like over the moon about or anything like that. Blood and Truth, never played it, so we'll just put it down here. Bloodborne, we already know where this is going. Yep, it is an S+ tier game. What else can be said about Bloodborne that hasn't already been said? It's a fantastic From Software games, and I think this was their first game post Dark Souls 3. I could be wrong on that, don't quote me on that, but this was a special one with the Lovecraftian lore, the weapons, the world, the way you uncover the story, just everything about this game just oozes with like incredible incredible like world building and love. So definitely one of the greatest games of all time. 100% deserves to be an S+ tier. Bravo team, don't know. Concrete Genie. I've seen this before. I've never played it, but it does look interesting. But it's gonna go never played. Crash Bandicoot 1. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This one will probably be C tier. I know this seems kind of blasphemous, but personally, I did not really like the first Crash Bandicoot that much growing up. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like it was way too, I don't know, there wasn't a lot that you could like experiment with. It was all just about tight platforming and very simplistic jumps and maneuvers, which is fine, but in my opinion, I didn't really like Crash until it started going along, which brings us to Crash 2. Crash 2, I think, is an A tier game, personally, just because I think that the levels in this game, the way it was structured, finding the gems, the boss fights and everything like that, I thought this game was really well done. It definitely improved on everything from the first Crash and more, in my opinion. It truly, like, if I went back and played this game, I'd have a lot more fun with it. But it doesn't hold a candle to Crash Warped, and that's gonna be S tier. Crash Warped is the best Crash game. I know Crash 4 exists, and I'm sure there's people out there who are like, oh no, it's not this one. I personally just think Crash Warped has the best world, the best platforming, the best controls, the best power-ups, the best boss fights. It's Crash at its peak. You even get vehicles, you get to play as Coco. Truly one of the best Crash games of all time. That's my personal opinion, at least. I think it just kind of expounds from there. Alright, next we have Crash Bash. This will probably be D tier. It's just one of those generic party games, kinda. I mean, the games were, you know what? We'll go C tier, actually. I'm changing my mind. Crash Bash, while it was fun with my friends, it really didn't do a lot for me, honestly. I barely remember it. So, you know what? We'll go back to D tier. We'll go D tier for right now. I think Crash Bash is honestly not a great Crash game. It's okay, but I think if we went back and played it now, it wouldn't be that fun. So, next we have Crash Team Racing. This is also an S tier game. I hate racing games so much. They're like the one genre I try to actively avoid. Crash Team Racing is the only one that I would actively want to play and still like playing. The world system where you go to each track is really fun. Unlocking the drivers, the tracks are all good. I love the power-ups. I think it's honestly the best kart racer out there, and even to this day, I still think like there's not many racing games that can compete with CTR. I know they did a re-release of it a couple years ago, but I don't know, they just kind of upped the difficulty too much and it was way too hard. I don't know, maybe I'm just terrible at racing games, but I think Crash Team Racing is honestly the pinnacle of racing. Daxter, this one is going to be an A tier. I think unfortunately because it was on PSP, this one just didn't get the life it deserved, but it was really fun. I love the little little mini arc of Daxter kind of exploring Haven City until he found Jack. So pretty good game. I just wish it got a regular full release instead of being put onto the PSP. So next we have Days Gone. This is also going to be an A tier game. I don't think this is one of those games where it was like overrated, underrated, or properly hated or anything like that. I just think it was a good game. That's all it was. I don't think you need to sort of romanticize this idea that these IPs have to be groundbreaking. I just think it did everything pretty well. It was fun. I liked the zombies. The characters were, for the most part, interesting. And the gameplay was awesome. I love the horde mechanic, which honestly was the highlight of the game. But, I mean, let's be honest, it didn't really break any grounds or anything, but it is still a pretty good game. So it'll go into A tier. Dead or Alive, did not play this one. It's going down here. Dead or Alive 2, did not play this one. Death Stranding, I am probably gonna put this in B tier. I'll be honest with you guys, I keep trying to play this game. I don't know what it is. I'm struggling so hard because I really want to play the second one, but I want to play the first one first. I can't do it. The running, I know it gets better as the game goes on. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's still fun, and I'm sure there's more to it. You know, Daryl Dixon, Kojima, it's all of those things wrapped up together. I can't do it. So, Demon's Souls. So I played the re-release of this, so I will kind of judge it based off that. This is gonna go into the A tier. I did really like Demon's Souls. The structure was kind of goofy. I also got randomly stuck somewhere, I think, and I just never went back to it, but it was a lot of fun. The controls were really tight. The bosses were really fucking cool. But you can kind of see that it was sort of the groundwork for the Dark Souls games that were to come later. So, still a really fun game, in my opinion. I don't know. I kind of wish they had just tweaked some things, but it was the first game, so there's not much I can really be upset about. So, this one is PlayStation All-Stars. I'm sorry to my co-op 64 bros, but I did not play this one, so it's gonna have to go down there. This one is called Destruction Derby. Never played it. Destruction Derby 2, obviously didn't play the sequel, but I didn't play the first one, so I'm sure it's pretty fun. I mean, it's just cars crashing into each other. I think I've seen gameplay of it, but not my cup of tea. Detroit Become Human. This is another C tier game. I definitely like this better than Beyond Two Souls. But honestly, the best part of the game was... Actually, I will say 2 out of the 3 main characters were really cool and interesting. I really liked, obviously, the buddy cop story between Hank and the bot or robot, whatever you want to call him. And then I really enjoyed the story of the robot taking care of the little girl. I thought those stories were really great. Didn't care so much for the sort of kind of rise up the whatever the main guy was. I didn't the guy who's on the box. I didn't really care for it. It was still good. I don't know. The storytelling wasn't tight enough in my opinion. It was okay. It was just okay. So next is Dreams. Never played it. This is kind of like a building video game. Not my thing. Hot Shot Golf VR. I'll be honest, I'm gonna put this as F tier. I did play this on VR. You know what? I'll put it in D tier because it was at least functioning properly and it was okay. I don't really care about golf, so it is what it is. It controlled goofy. It is what it is. So, Everybody's Golf. Obviously, I'm not playing another golf game. So next we have something called Farpoint. I've never even heard of this game, so I might check it out. It looks kind of interesting, but we'll see. And then this game called Fat Princess. I don't know, not really interested in it. Final Fantasy X. I mean, let's be honest here. I've made multiple videos now as to what my favorite game is of all time. Tattooed on me. The sword is at least, so it's a no-brainer. Final Fantasy XI, this was the MMO on the PlayStation 2, I believe, and this one's going to go into not played. I did really want to play it growing up, but my parents wouldn't let me have an internet connection, so I never got the chance to. And it kind of sucks that it got killed, but I have played 14, that was pretty fun. So, Final Fantasy VII, it's another S tier game. I don't think, actually it's just going to go down to S tier. I think every part of Final Fantasy VII is really amazing. I think Final Fantasy VII, the original, I think it does everything amazingly. I just think it is dated by some standards. I personally don't mind the blockiness of Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I actually have a lot of the figures of the Final Fantasy VII characters. That's Barret right there. So the graphics were never a problem to me. It's just some of the controls were real goofy, and honestly, I think honestly a bit of the mid game is a little bit of a slog, but it's not bad. It's still an amazing game, and I'm being very nitpicky. The game's been out for a long time, so I'm just gonna put it in S tier though. I don't think it deserves to be up there with like 10 and Bloodborne and everything. But that's just my opinion. You know, I played Final Fantasy 7 and I loved it. So, Final Fantasy 8, currently playing through it as we speak. This is definitely going into the B tier for right now. Hopefully, as time goes along and I get more invested in the story, it gets better. I do not like the magic system so far. It is very freaking confusing, but I'm trying to stick with it. Hopefully I get back into the series so I can finish it up. Next we have Final Fantasy 9. This is also an S tier game. We're gonna put that in S tier. It's really amazing that, you know, Square Enix was like just on fire with Final Fantasies from 7 all the way to 12, or 7 through 10, and then 11 happened, and then 12. But yeah, I gotta say, Final Fantasy 9 is amazing. I never finished it, but I played a very big chunk of it, and it was absolutely incredible. So I'm looking forward to replaying this one day as well. Some game called Firewall. I don't know. For any of you Firewall fans out there, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Next we have Ghost of Tsushima. This is S+ tier in my opinion. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a sucker for samurai games, and I love the Japanese period of the Sengoku, of the samurai, and the stories of them. So honestly, it's a game that really just catered to me, and I loved every second of it. I beat it like 3-4 times. It's one of my favorite games of all time. This is more of a personal thing, so it's got to go in S+ tier. The first God of War game, that's going to go in the A tier. It's definitely one of the... It definitely started it off really well, but when it comes to the other God of War games, it's just a step below. So, speaking of, we got God of War 2. This is probably an S tier game. I would have put it in S+, but I think... I do remember that there's a part of the game where it was just kind of frustratingly slow, and I think that the little bit of the pacing was kind of off in this one. It was still a fantastic game though. Definitely deserves to be in the S tier. God of War 3, this one is also going to be an A tier. I don't think it was better than 2. I think unfortunately 2 was like the epitome of this arc. I just wish I don't know, I feel like God of War 3 had a lot of the brutality. I just wish it had a lot more of the combat fun that 2 had. I remember 2 being a lot more fun in the combat. 3 was really good at the puzzles. Next we have God of War Ascension. I know I've never played it. And then we have another God of War game I've never played. It's one of those ones on the PSP. I never played any of those, unfortunately. I never got a chance to. Another God of War game, again, didn't get a chance to, but hopefully with the remasters coming around that they sort of update it and I can play them. Next we have God of War 2018. This is S+ tier game. Definitely one of the best games on the PlayStation. I love this game to death. The relationship between Kratos and Atreus. It really kind of shows just how damaged Kratos is and how he's trying to reconcile with being a father. So definitely one of the best God of War games of all time. Better than 2. So Gran Turismo. All right, guys, you ready for this? Just stick them all down here because I don't play racing games. I'm not interested in it. Just hot take there. Gravity Rush, haven't played those either. I really would like to play Gravity Rush 2. There's just so many other games that are just on my mind that it's just kind of taking a back seat. So, Heavy Rain, this one is definitely, I'll put it B tier. I was thinking of putting it A tier, but the more I think about it, I think it was just more so a product of its time. It was really good for when it was, but I feel like so many other games have come and done it so much better that I think it just kind of, it was more about just the hype of it being the game that was just kind of out there at the moment. Not a super big fan of this of the ending of this one, but it was really good all the way through. I did really enjoy the story, which honestly was the main selling point. So definitely going B tier. Horizon Forbidden West, haven't played this one yet. I own it, just haven't gotten around playing it. Horizon Forbidden Dawn. This is an A tier game. I love this game. Aloy was awesome. I think I actually platinumed this on my PS4, and it was a treat. I loved interacting with the monsters and learning how to fight all of them and learning about the world and why it was like that. I thought it was kind of a dud the way they explained it, but it was still really good. I think it was pretty amazing for what it was. So, Hot Shots Golf, don't play it, don't know. Hot Shots Golf 2, don't know, don't care. Ico, or Eco, however you pronounce it. This one is going to go into A tier for storytelling and just the sort of, I don't know, there's just a sense of unease I don't get a lot in games, and this game really just sort of spoke, I don't know, it has a sort of matureness to it that I don't see in a lot of games. It takes itself very seriously with its themes, so definitely one of those games I think everybody should play at least once. The Infamous games, so I never played Infamous 2 or Infamous, the whatever you want to call it, DLC. I have played the first one and Second Son. Infamous 1 is a B tier game. I think it's good. It's just, I think it's kind of dated. And then Infamous Second Son, I think, is an A tier game. I really like the shadow powers and how he could sort of absorb powers, but I think it did. You know what? Actually, it's going to go B tier. I think it kind of falls apart in the second half. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It does not maintain its strength all the way through. This game is called Kasuru, or Intelligence Cube, I believe. This one is going to be a D tier game. I played this when I was a kid, and while interesting, it's more of an arcade game. I just remember the game feeling very scary, and it was just blocks. So, just kind of take that with a grain of salt. I think it's still a good game, I guess. I don't have much to say about it because I played it as a kid. So, Jak and Daxter, putting that up to S tier. You might as well just add Jak 2, and then Jak 3 was definitely up there in S plus tier, and then Lost Frontier and Combat Racing I did not play. So, Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and Jak 3 is like one of my favorite trilogies of all time in gaming. Jak and Daxter with the tight platforming, the fun levels, the world, the colors, the comedy, loved it. Jak 2, it was like a completely different game. I was blown away by it. It felt like I was playing GTA and Jak. I love the guns, I love the characters. And then Jak 3, it just, when it added the wasteland and all the cool vehicles and the world expanding, and an amazing, and honestly, I think a really good conclusion to the story. So, personally, it's one of my favorite trilogies of all time, so it's going to be up there. I don't know what this game is, so we're just going to put it down here. Don't know what this is, just putting it down here. And then Kingdom Hearts, number 1 is S plus tier. Or, I'm sorry, not S plus. We'll go S tier for Kingdom Hearts, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 is S plus. Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the best action RPGs of all time. Point blank, period. I'm not even going to bother going into it. I've already talked about it. I got Kingdom Hearts tattooed on me, okay? Now, in a personal opinion, I like Kingdom Hearts 1 more for the story, but I can recognize that Kingdom Hearts 2 does a lot of things better. And if you did not cry when Sora was leaving his friends in Twilight Town, you have no soul. So, next we have Killzone. We'll put that at B tier. Killzone 2 was B tier. Killzone 3 was B tier. I did not play Liberation, and then Shadowfall was C tier. I do like the Killzone games. They are pretty good first-person shooters. I played a lot of it with my friends. Didn't really care about the campaign. I just remember the multiplayer being a lot of fun. And then Killzone Shadowfall was kind of a snooze fest for me. I didn't really care for it. So, Kelowna, this one will probably be B tier. And then Kelowna 2, I never got to play. The Kelowna game is very interesting. I always thought that Kelowna was like a Sonic the Hedgehog like ripoff, but when I played it, it was actually a lot more like its own thing, and it was just made by the designers, and it reminded me a lot of Tomba and like Sonic the Hedgehog mixed together. So definitely a very underrated game. I recommend everybody check this out. It was much better for the Dreamcast, what I heard though. Knack, never played. Knack 2, baby, never played it. Never played Lair. First Little Big Planet, it's going to be a B tier game. Little Big Planet 2 was a B tier game. I did not play Little Big Planet 3, and I did not play kart racing. My favorite thing about Little Big Planet was the level creator. I spent hours making levels with my friends in Little Big Planet. A really good, fun platformer. I loved customizing the levels and like creating these obstacles for my friends to try to get through. I don't really remember a lot about them, but I remember having a lot of fun growing up with it. So those will go in B tier. Loco Roco, not my thing. Put it down there. I played the first Medieval. It's gonna go in C tier. Did not play Medieval 2. Didn't play this Medieval or this Medieval. The first Medieval I think is honestly pretty okay. I don't think it's all that, to be honest, but it's okay. I really like Fortescue, the character. I think he's hilarious. I also did like the different zones. I just didn't like, I don't know, it just kind of got convoluted near the middle of it, and I just kind of got bored. So it's just a C tier game. I don't think it does anything like super profound or anything. And the music, oh god, the music of Medieval is amazing. So another racing game, don't care. Another one, don't care. Next we have Neo. The first Neo is probably a B tier game. I think it's pretty good. I feel like it's, I don't know. I think it takes a little too long to get to the good stuff, in my opinion. So it's gonna go in B tier, and then Neo 2 I did not play yet. Okage I've never played. Pac-Man World is a, we'll put it as a B tier game. We'll do C tier actually. Pretty okay platformer for what I remember. I just remember it was just being whatever. It felt like people who couldn't buy Crash bought this game. That's kind of what it felt like to me. So, Parappa the Rapper, we'll put that as C tier. The songs are fun. I like the visuals, but the controls suck and the response sucks. Same with Parappa Rapper the 2. That one's actually going to D tier. I didn't like that one as much. A kick, a shot. Predator, didn't play that. All Stars, sorry. Co-op 64 Bros, didn't play that. I don't know what this is. Something with heroes. I don't know what this Worlds thing is. Puppeteer, I've never played. Ratchet and Clank. Which one is this? Let me see. A Crack in Time, All for One. Alright, so we get to the Ratchet and Clank games. So, Up Your Arsenal is definitely an A tier game. Definitely, A Rift in Time is also an A tier game. The first Ratchet and Clank is definitely a B tier game. The movie game, that's going to be a D tier. It didn't really do anything. It was just a re-release for the movie. I didn't really like Crack in Time that much. That was C tier. I can't read it. What is this one? Alright, so this one I remember not really liking as much. Going Commando is definitely an A tier game. That one was a lot of fun. This one I never played. Never played this Ratchet and Clank or Nexus. I don't think I played this one either. And then Size Matters. This one was a B tier game. I think this one was an A tier game. Yeah, I would probably say those are my favorite Ratchet and Clanks up there, and then these follow, and then these ones were kind of mid. This one was eh. Theo, shut up! Alright, Resistance. I've only ever played the first Resistance, and that was C tier. It's a fun game multiplayer wise, but it just felt like another first person shooter to me. Haven't played any of the other Resistance, so we're just gonna dump those there. Sackboy we're gonna dump there as well. Clank we're gonna dump here as well. Returnal, I know it's a sin. I've just never played it, unfortunately. I really want to though. Shadow of the Colossus is an S+ tier game. I think it's one of those games that you could honestly consider art. It's one of those few games that I would consider art. So, the Silent Hills, I've never played Silent Hill 1. I played some of the remaster of Silent Hill 2, and from what I played, it's an S tier game. Truly one of the most disturbing games I've ever played. The first Sly Cooper, I think this is a C tier game. Personally, it's like a couple hours. I mean, it's not all. I for the time, I think it was really great, but it was more style than substance, in my opinion. Sly 2 is definitely B tier, and then Sly 3 was definitely A tier, and then Thieves in Time is gonna go C tier as well. I definitely think Sly 3 had the best game when you kind of selected your team and like you get everybody together for a big heist. I thought that was really fun. Sly 2 had some of the best mechanics with Murray and Bentley. I really like them. And then A Thief in Time, I think that was also a really underrated game. It doesn't hold candle to the other games. So, Spider-Man Miles Morales, that is an S tier game. I cried at the ending of that one. I think it's one of the better Spider-Man games out there. The first Spider-Man game, also A tier. It's hard to beat these two Spider-Man games. I mean, they're just incredible in their own right, and the guy they chose for Peter Parker and Miles Morales, truly amazing voice actor. Okay, next we have sports games. I'm not playing that shit. Spyro. The first Spyro I'm gonna put in A tier. I think it's a really great platformer, and I think it's honestly what really made me fall in love with the PlayStation. I did play the re-release and the remaster, and I thought it was pretty good. It was a little lacking. So definitely Spyro 2 is going to be S tier, I think. I think Spyro 2 is honestly the best Spyro game, and it's one of the best platformers. The way you unlock the worlds, how you go through everything, I think it's just... Honestly, I think it's really great. I think it's honestly one of those games that more people should be talking about. The fact that we don't have a new Spyro game is honestly quite criminal to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We should have a new Spyro game. Why don't we? I don't know. And then the third Spyro is C tier. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't really like this one, so maybe that's why we don't have maybe that's why we don't have another Spyro, because the third one was not that great. So, Start Party, don't care. Never played a Siphon Filter game. Not really wanting to. Tearaway, I've never played. I don't know what this is. I haven't played it. The Last of Us, it is 100% a S+ tier game, right along with The Last of Us Part 2. Personally, I just think they're just some of the best storytelling and some of the best characters and some of the best world games that are out there. I don't think there's any debate on that. Personally, I think a lot of people who don't like The Last of Us 2, I can kind of understand it, but I think it's one of those games that makes you uncomfortable while you play it. So I really do like it. The Order 1886 haven't played. PlayStation VR, I'm not playing that. Not doing the Playroom thing. The first Twisted Metal, definitely an A tier game. It's a classic. So much fun. Just having the amount of fun just crashing into things was enough to keep my adolescent brain entertained forever. I haven't played any of the other Twisted Metals, unfortunately. That was the only one I played. So, alright, now we're into the Uncharted. Uncharted 1, I think it's a B tier game. While I think the adventure itself is a lot of fun, the game is very, very dated. It's not... If you go back and play it now, I think it's very bare bones, and it was kind of the building block. But it is still pretty damn fun. I just wish that there was like more guns and a deeper combat system. It's very shallow. So, Uncharted 2 S plus tier. I mean, it's one of the best Uncharted games of all time. And Uncharted 3 is an S tier game. I really enjoyed Uncharted 3. That's just my personal opinion. But these two rank above them. And then obviously 4 is also an S plus tier game. It's hard to not put this on the same level as 2 just because of the emotional impact of the ending and getting the full conclusion of Drake's story. It's definitely, I think, one of those ones that they nailed the landing on, which is really hard to do. So, this is the PSP one I didn't play, and I didn't play the Chloe spinoff. I don't know what Russian Blood is. I don't know what Warhawk is. Don't play the Wipeout game, so just put those there too. So we got 2 games left. We got Until Dawn. This one I think is going to be a C tier game. While I think it is, actually, nah, I'm going to give it some respect. It's definitely a B tier game. It's hard for me to rank this one because I'm just not a horror game type of guy, and this game was fun, but I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the story and how it played out. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of like these types of games. I think there was just a lot of choices that I don't know. I wouldn't have gone in that direction personally, but it's still pretty cool. So I'm gonna definitely put it B tier. And then Wild Arms. This one is gonna go into the C tier. The only reason I can't rank it, D tier. The only reason I can't rank it higher is because I tried playing this when I had PlayStation Premium, but they don't give you a tutorial like most of these games back then didn't. You had to read the manual. So when I tried playing it, I didn't understand it, and the controls just sucked. The controls sucked. Okay, I was really interested in what was going on. The controls sucked. So anyway, now that we're finally done, this is the tier list, okay? Over 100 PlayStation games, and this is where we're at. So we got some really good heavy hitters in S plus tier. The only, I think, one is, I'm surprised I don't have any games in the F tier. I definitely think there's probably some that I could move to F tier, but I don't know. I don't think anything was inherently that bad to where I'm just like, ugh, I don't even know why this was made. Like, I can get some enjoyment out of at least everything I put on this list. It just wasn't like, it didn't like blow my mind or anything like that. So, okay, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this ranking video. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with my rankings? What would your rankings be? Let me know down in the comments below if you agree or disagree. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you have an amazing day. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And most importantly, just have an amazing night, day, week, wherever you are. Okay? Bye-bye.